Beginning. The interstellar matchmaking program had been presented as a scientific breakthrough, a harmless attempt to foster harmony between humans and alien species. Yet, standing in the gleaming docking bay of Viral Station, I felt my stomach twist into uneasy knots. They called it the Synchronicity Initiative, designed to pair compatible beings from different worlds. Compatibility, they said, was determined not just by biology, but by energy resonance, a concept no human fully understood. I had expected another human, perhaps someone from Earth or the colonies, someone normal. Instead, the terminal beeped and displayed a single name, Luthira. She appeared moments later, gliding through the docking bay with a presence that demanded attention. She was tall, lithe, and moved with a grace that defied gravity. Her skin was pale, almost translucent, and shimmered faintly under the station lights. Her eyes were deep red, glowing softly in the dim fluorescent glow, and her lips curved in a smile that was both terrifying and magnetic. An alien vampire. The official, a calm-looking diplomat, stepped forward. "Congratulations, Lieutenant Rourke. You have been paired with Luthira, one of the most unique specimens of the Vasari vampire line. You two are now bonded." Bonded. That word alone made my chest tighten. Luthira's gaze met mine, and a shiver ran down my spine. There was something in her stare, a mixture of curiosity, dominance, and unspoken intent. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. "Hello, human," she said, her voice a melody of danger and seduction. "I've been waiting for this." I swallowed hard. Waiting. For me. She tilted her head, her hair cascading like liquid night. "Of course. You've been matched to me. That cannot be changed. You belong to me now." I felt a wave of panic. Belong to her. That was impossible. And yet, in that moment, I sensed it. An energy pulling me toward her, binding me in ways I didn't understand. Middle. The first days were disorienting. Luthira moved into my quarters on Viral Station, her presence filling every corner. The energy resonance between us was undeniable. I could feel her thoughts, or at least a shadow of them, brushing against my mind like cold silk. She wasn't hostile, not exactly, but there was an intensity that made every interaction feel like a game I didn't know the rules to. "Human," she said one evening, leaning against the edge of my desk. "Do you understand what our bond means?" I shook my head. "Not really. All I know is, I can't seem to stay away from you, and I don't like it." A soft laugh escaped her lips. "You can try to resist, but the Synchronicity Initiative ensures compatibility. Our connection is permanent. You will adjust eventually. Perhaps even enjoy it." Her words should have terrified me. And yet they didn't. There was a pull, a magnetic tug that made every attempt at distance impossible. Over time, the truth became clearer. Luthira wasn't just an alien vampire. She was centuries old, a sentinel of her species, tasked with maintaining balance among interstellar civilizations. And now, by some cosmic twist, I was entwined with her fate. The nights were the hardest. Luthira would emerge from the shadows, her eyes glowing as she studied me, and I could feel her heartbeat, a rhythm that somehow synchronized with my own. She would whisper secrets about her world, about the ancient wars her kind had fought, and about the power she possessed. "I could take your life in an instant," she said once, her lips brushing my ear. "But why would I when I prefer your presence?" I shivered. Her closeness was intoxicating and terrifying. Yet, beneath her predatory instincts, there was a curiosity, a desire to understand me as a human. I began to feel something I hadn't expected: trust. But the bond wasn't just emotional, it had physical consequences. Our energies resonated in ways that affected my body. I slept less, yet felt inexplicably energized. My senses sharpened. I could feel the subtle shifts of the station, detect the flow of power through the walls, even anticipate Luthira's movements before she made them. One night, she whispered something that changed everything. Human. I've waited centuries for someone whose energy aligns with mine. Not even a Vasari could match it. You are different. I cannot let you go. Froze. You mean I'm bonded for life? She smiled, and it wasn't gentle. You are mine, human. In body, mind, and energy. You may resist, but your heart will adjust. You will not survive without me, and I will not survive without you. That revelation struck me like lightning. My independence, my freedom, my humanity. All of it felt like it had been rewritten overnight. And yet, for reasons I couldn't fully explain, I didn't fight it. Weeks passed. I adapted. I had no choice. Our bond intensified. Luthira taught me about her species' history, about the interstellar politics that shaped the galaxy, and about the subtle ways energy could be manipulated to influence spacetime itself. In return, I shared human knowledge, our creativity, our adaptability, and, unintentionally, my emotions. It wasn't love in the traditional sense. Not yet. It was something older, something primal. Survival intertwined with dependence, fear intertwined with fascination. I had become part of a system I barely understood, and Luthira had become the axis around which my life rotated. Then came the day the threat appeared. A rogue faction of alien marauders attempted to seize Viral Station, unaware of the vampire-human bond that now protected it. Luthira's instincts kicked in. She moved with lethal precision, her vampiric abilities enhancing my own reflexes. We fought side by side, energies mingling in ways I couldn't have imagined. I was human, yet no longer entirely so. I had become her counterpart. You see, she said between strikes. You are not weak. You are mine. My bond has made you strong. The realization hit me hard. Survival was no longer about me. Survival was about us. By the end of the skirmish, the marauders were gone, and Viral Station stood intact. I was exhilarated, exhausted, and strangely grateful for the pairing that had once terrified me. Ending. Days later, as the station hummed with restored energy, Luthira and I sat overlooking the endless expanse of stars. I know you feared me at first, she said softly, her crimson eyes reflecting the nebulae. But you've grown, adapted. You are not merely human anymore, and I am more than just a sentinel. I nodded, feeling the weight of her words. I've realized something. I can't escape you. I don't want to. I trust you, Luthira. She reached for my hand, and the warmth that radiated from her was unlike anything I had ever felt. Good, because this bond is eternal. And together, we will shape the galaxy in ways neither of our species could alone. I looked at her, truly looked, and understood what it meant to be paired with an alien vampire woman. Danger, power, seduction, and an unbreakable connection that changed my very existence. I was no longer just a human. I was a part of something ancient, primal, and infinite. And as the stars stretched endlessly before us, I realized one undeniable truth. My life had indeed changed forever. And for the first time I embraced it willingly. The pairing that had seemed like a curse at first had become my destiny. We were bound, unstoppable, unbreakable, and the galaxy would never forget the human who belonged to an alien vampire woman.